Man, I noticed uh, another person cut into my phone on an ad, and they were speaking about some Capital One card. It's this chick that usually when I viewing things, she's she's a guy, but she sounds like a girl, but she looks like a girl, but she's a real guy. And then she be going after people that's like students I would take, or a girl, or people that I would have as student, because she's a jealous person. You ever seen that movie of the it was like a barn movie of an individual that was born in a barn. They were like some type of some 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 sexual some some type of angel bacteria that was mixed with like the serpentine calendar, and then she was like a certain type of human form, and then the guy was taking care of her, and then she fell in love with the guy, and then she tried to have sex with the guy, then she ended up killing the guy. Then she tried the same thing with the guy's wife, and she penetrated the guy's wife, and then killed the wife and stuff. It was a funny movie, but this bitch was a confused bitch. It was something that you would call uh 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 how can I say it? A hermaphrodite. This bitch was like some type of hermaphrodite in the physical reality. But anyway, listen, to all the pretty and sexy kids, if you end up doing martial arts, or somebody ends up, trying to recruit you in my social economic system, and it has nothing to do with my caretakers at any time, or if you see you got to college, and then you entering a fraternity, and then you never been around me in the physical reality, or never was with me, your life is in grave danger. That's a person that's just trying to take over my social economic system, and they probably most likely caused your reality never to be able to be around me, to ever experience the high point, so you would have been able to refine and know exactly what was going on precisely. And that person is literally gonna probably end up killing you or fucking your reality up. And then on top of it, it's just like you ever heard the story of Satan, or when there was like he had brothers, and then he was so jealous of his brothers, or a younger brother, another one being born, that he wanted the power, because you have somebody that knows the astrological empress power, and then literally are scared of another person achieving that power, so they look to dominate that person before they achieve that power and know certain things, because they already being vindictive and it wasn't meant for them, but this is the only thing they got to hold on to. And then they go into hiding in the social economic system to cause some type of rebellion, like they want to take over the planet, and then you come to find out that person's a real disease, because they actually trying to take out star beings. They want the power of all the empresses. They say they know this. This a person that learned something from somebody else that was already misguided, that didn't refine themselves in their social economic system and a humane condition, or somebody that been around for a long time that was already spoiled, and just nitpicking at situations in a certain type of way of survival, that's fucking up and spoiling everybody's love and intentions of the humane condition. Now, if they try to recruit you, just a person that doesn't regard order in life, even even when it comes to honesty, martial arts, um, international security, syndicate, family orientation, um, love, tribunal, or even gangsters or gangs. Those are people who do those type of things will end up, if everything meant something at a point of time in the past and it existed, and if you see that you didn't even have a physical feminine being that refined with you at a time, in a legacy of lineage, and then people claiming to be this and claiming to be that, and then you get to a certain age and you didn't do nothing but some next nigga want to penetrate your leg, that's the person that's gonna murder and kill, end up murdering and killing you. Guaranteed, a woman telling you. if especially if you're pretty or bow-legged and you're short. You know, I don't gotta tell you nothing else. You know, once you fit that category, I don't care. I'm telling you, your life is in danger. If you're around the wrong people, you didn't get to me. There's, you know, all type of things. People making excuses to say they want to know this about you. They want to try you and all type of things. Like you have somebody try me because they're already trying to waste your time because they're already a waste of time in life and they're just looking for the moment's thrill and they just don't give a fuck about life. Those are people that's like the natural disease and the habitation of probably a child that was the purity of the astrological empress is probably laying there dead somewhere around in the social economic system. Uh, um, some person they probably got in some basement or some type of dungeon that they kidnapped and then they're abusing a humane condition and is related to certain scars at certain points and then those deteriorations is causing the deterioration of her humane condition is going to be out in the social economic system because after they carry the act of what they probably did to her in the physical reality, they'll be out in the social economic system hunting down the natural flesh of the cleansiness so they could deteriorate it some more because it's like laws of attraction. It's like universal laws, so you got to be very careful about things like this. If you're in the army and you were held captive or you know somebody's being held captive or something like same thing for your situation, exactly what I just explained. If you're in international security, same thing for your situation, exactly what I just explained. So you got to be very careful of especially certain dogmatic people and people that are unattractive in their humane condition that like hanging out, trying to influence dogmatic people to cause an uprise and an uproar and a turn over when it comes to the imperialism, 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 and royal in life, living, and majesty. Those are people that's gonna try to fund the social economic government that's gonna cause the digression and demoralization and demoralizing and distinguishing and causing deterioration in the social economic system that'll cause end of the quality of the future. Now, let me explain to you why I say this because those are people that is don't believe in natural order. They're already trying to provide a point for nothing, and those are people who are just trying to survive off of other people's natural habitation of love because of what they don't have or what another person caused or what they caused for themselves from the choice that they made in a social economic system of life. So if you have individuals that is of royal imperialism and you have a person trying to undo the reason of their dignity, even they don't know the reason why the order was kept a certain type of way. That's the person that would cause the end of the physical reality, the end of life. I'm just letting you know ahead of time because even down to their DNA would have to provide if they really want to be serious. Even down to their DNA would have to provide the physical evidence of certain other things. And I'm the only one like this, and I know this for a fact. So it doesn't even matter. So if you have individuals, it's just like imagine international security or the tribunal or syndicate or a martial arts temple sending people to come watch me, and then they break into my house to be in my private quarters, or they're sneaking around a certain type of way that endangers my life while they're watching me because the magic that they learn is on a level. So the person that's gonna do like the vital blow or the vital strike is gonna they're leading that person to the to say if a person is like my child and my child sends somebody to go watch me and then that person breaks into my private space. That person already violated their secrecy. Then on top of it, they're leading other people to kill my son and manipulate the physical reality because why he didn't get at his head. So what's gonna be happening to him at a certain point? That means that person literally endangered my life. It's like breaking into my private quarters. That means you endangered international security, literally. If you break into my private quarters while I'm not here or while I'm here, that's literally endangering the life of the highest astrological empress, space herself, endangering the life of the highest empresses, beyond the highest, the quantum empresses, the mega empresses, super empresses, astrological empresses, celestial empresses, inner points of enlightenment empresses of all solar systems or planets or moons or suns or space or gravity or stars or star clusters or constellations or astrology or of even or zodiacs, and also all planets or moons or suns or earth and or skies or lightning, electricity, thunder, sense, vibration or chemistry or even air and oxygen, and the natural jewels, stones, and elements also. That's endangering the lives of all those empresses that started the reasons of social economics of the human condition, of the reason of your habitation, of your individuality, and the continuance of me and my empresses' life. That's how serious the situation is. Once you send somebody to violate my sacredcy, that's a person that is going to disregard. And listen, I'm the beginning of physics and the physical reality for all existence. You send somebody and they break into my private quarters, you don't got to worry about international security after that ever in life. No matter what paradigm, no matter who tries to organize or whatever situation, that person already defiled that situation beyond to the endless time. Because I'm literally the future also. Past, present, and future. I'm literally all the future in every which way I just said. So you gotta be very careful to the people that's, and the mind manipulation that they do. So if you're being recruited by other people that's deterring you from living a happy life because they want power, they're voting for power because the empress don't want to be with them, and they're just trying to find ways like the social economic system of manipulating the physical reality so they can have the empress power or learn some type of high magic. Because if you have somebody that's meant to learn, they're gonna learn it. And if they're meant to learn it, who they're gonna be looking for to try to learn it? The person that's meant to learn it, right? So you gotta be careful of those type of people because if you don't run into me, doesn't mean those are the people that's gonna kill you. Because that power wasn't meant for them, and then on top of it, you don't want to get the wrong experience in life. Because if you're meant for something else, you don't want nobody deterring you, demoralizing you, or diminishing you. And especially if you're a feminine being, because you're supposed to be here on this planet, even refining with me. If you don't believe me, let your light show you and reveal it. So be careful, and I only be with certain type of people. So if you have somebody that's a certain type of requirement, it shouldn't even be on this planet. It should be in another social economic system somewhere else. Because I only need the things that I need a certain type of way here. And I don't need nothing else a certain next time. Because there's a order in the human condition, even in orientation, of everybody's reason of their dignity. And that's for somewhere else. They're not supposed to be here. So if somebody's here a certain type of way, that's a person deterring the physical reality, or somebody's playing chess and Monopoly because they're already just trying to checkmate my natural caretakers and my international security. I don't need no distraction points for stupidity. There's no excuse. I'm the emperor of all love. Listen, I'm Emperor Chi himself. Let me explain something to you, alright? If love is congregating, or anybody extremely sexy, pretty is congregating with people that's not extremely on a level of equality of the human condition of the higher ecstasy at a level. The only reason why I humbled my features is because I could turn anybody on instant. I already provided that evidence yesterday dancing. It made girls feel like they should suck dick and all. You gotta look at my YouTube video. I could do these things naturally. So I don't have to do certain things. I can humble my features. Another person can. Now, if a love or pretty people's gathering with people that look like they're demoralizing the physical reality, be very careful. Because you do not want to cause unnecessary animosity or unnecessary malice when it comes to the physical reality. You know, be careful of the company you keep. Love one. Ralph Angel, love one. Emperor Chi himself. Call me Asia, little Asia, India. Asia, call me Asia, India, Egypt, or China himself. Or call me America. Or whichever third world country you know, you call me by your country, because this is who I am. Love one.